Hi, my name's Kai Appleton and this is my Nissan Patrol Y62 and this is how I think the Patrol should be built. So the first part of the build was a 2650 Harrop supercharger, and we've upgraded the fuel pump and the remap with 3.5-inch catback custom exhaust. Basically, they were the start of the engine mods and the start of the build. She's making 330 kilowatt at the wheels with around 850 Newton meters of torque. Regards the diff, was not really a concern. You know, there's a lot of figures out there, a lot of history out there now for these, and they're solid. Harrop have basically said that, you know, they're good to go with the blower. In regards to driving this thing, it's pretty much full pedal all the time. For a big bus, gets up and moves. Previous four-wheel drives that I've had, I've had a Ford Ranger, Jeep Wrangler, I've had some shorty Land Cruisers like a BJ73, I've had GQ Patrols, all modified, and never really keep anything stock, and lots of power, and there's no question that the Patrol sits at the top of my list. You know, there is the 200 series, which is really the competitor to this vehicle, and diesel is just not something I want. I'm all about petrol. And boost, yes. Lots of boost. I think I got a bit of inspiration from across the water, and you know, the guys in UAE love these things and they make them stand out perfectly in the city, but also super capable off-road. I'm running a 35-inch tire, but obviously with a 20-inch rim. It's not normally the most preferred for 4x4, but for me, yeah, I wanted the look, but also super capable. I've never had any issues with the tires. They go down to, you know, 15 psi and run fine. And you know, we go over rock here. It's hard. It's hard, harsh land. And, you know, we come up over the jump up and here, and yeah, they never struggle. Even though this is more than capable of towing, you know, massive boats, for me, it's jet skis and quads, motorbikes. I love that sort of stuff. So behind this, I normally tow a SVHO Yamaha jet ski or an X3 Can-Am. So basically run both for the thrills of on land and the thrills in water. I get both of those worlds, and this big girl gets to carry it behind her. So in the back, you know, I knew first that I needed power. I needed to get lots of it, especially to run an induction cooktop. So I started with the Allspark lithium batteries, which I believe is a WA brand, so local. And those batteries run through the inverter and will power a 2-burner induction cooktop for us for when we're camping. The convenience of cleanup at the end is the best. Super easy to pack away. And a Legacy Edition 40-litre Engel on a Engel slide. I've kind of taken out one of the bolts on the slide just to give it a slight tilt. It's not built like that, but it works for us. So running a 3000 watt in kick-ass inverter, which will basically power our 240 plugs on the back there, to get our coffee machine, toaster, and everything is ready to be powered. Obviously they do demand a lot of power, but you know, many a times we go out camping and we jump from spot to spot, and when we do so, I'm able to get breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the following morning breakfast with still battery left and ready to just be charged on our next spot where we go camping. Regards charging the batteries in the back, we are running a Red Arc 50 amp hour charger, and that will charge the batteries pretty quick once we start driving. But on the roof is also a 200 watt Outback's solar panel, which just gives us a little bit of a trickle charge when we are camping through the day. The big drawback from these patrols, they're a little bit aged, so I knew that was, you know, a big target for me. And I started with paint. That was from a guy called Bruno down in Perth at Hydrographics WA. We decided with a pinstripe gunmetal grey paired with a matte white. In the center, we're running a PX6 screen, so it's an aftermarket 12-inch touch screen display.
If you try and drive it hard, the Patrol feels like a rally car. It's a car that relishes hard driving. It wants to get up and go, wants to be driven hard.
The software on it is a little bit dated and just needs a little bit of help. There's a few errors and stuff, like the aircon controls on the opposite side. So there's a firmware software that you can unlock the unit and customize it to yourself, you know, put your own car on the dash and move, you know, your own car into the dials at the bottom, and just makes it a little bit more personalized to yourself. The gauge is what comes standard with these. Same again, got a lot of age, and I knew that something needs to be changed there. So the cluster that is being run is a company called Carburetor, and they're over in Canada, and that basically gives you full digital display. You can see your custom modes, you get all your true readings. The cluster is super high tech, plug and play, and basically once you choose your drive modes in the center console, they choose from rock, sand, snow, on road, basically will display on the screen as well. In a custom little view of your, you know, your own car, it's great compared to the standard stuff. On the back, we are running a Vogue Industries custom ladder, which connects nicely straight up to the Rhino backbone on the roof, and obviously with our lights mounted on the side there. On the back, they're steady LED lights. We use them for when we're camping or, you know, climbing over the rock up here, so it's good to see at night. And then on the front, we are running a laser 51, which is the main light bar, paired down at the bottom as well, also with a rough country LED DRL light well in the grille. The comms there, we have Vogue Industries again, their custom wing mirror bracket, running the GME kit and UHF off that. This build has had a lot of hands touching it. You know, it starts at the beginning with Horsepower Factory. The map there was great, you know, from beginning to end. There's a lot of people that supplied certain parts, and I can't thank enough Bruno from Hydrographics WA. Absolutely superb, like customer service, second to none. The guy's an absolute gent. Got Hunter Mechanical, they're based in Perth and Karratha, so it's flexible for me. It's good to be able to have service if I'm in the city or service if I'm in the Pilbara. Also, with all the electricals side of things, with in the boot, with the lithium batteries, the fit in the drawers, all the induction, everything, that was all done by Jolly Good Auto Electrics. Amazing service, always helped me out. Super grateful. There's just been so many people along this journey, and you know, 99% of them have been super helpful. I love the power these things make. There's nothing really on the market that comes close to it. Something that's capable off-road, but also has power. You know, you sacrifice one to the other normally. In this, you get best of both worlds. So, yeah.